Welcome back to Here We Golf ahead of the final World Tour
event of the season.
Dave from Here We Golf.
My name's Dan from Here We Golf. We are 2 days shy of our 1 year anniversary. It's exciting times for Here We Golf, isn't it?
It is.
Run VT.
Better than most. How about in? That is better than most. Better than most.
Many doubted we'd ever see it. So here it is. The return to glory. Oh, wow!
DP World Tour Championship week.
Right stuff.
It is. Just had the Abu Dhabi Championship as well.
Yeah.
First event of this two-part playoff season closing, sort of little swing from the DP World Tour.
Yeah.
Quality events.
The class sort of shit. Aaron Wright at the top, all the best.
Love seeing leaderboards like that. Love it. They absolutely picked the golf course apart, didn't they? Like, it was great seeing it. Sometimes you like seeing a tough challenge, but it's also nice to see them just throwing darts in and eagles everywhere and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've just going to quickly review the Abu Dhabi Championship this week and then final events of the season.
Yeah.
Aaron Rai has beat Tommy Fleetwood in a playoff. Thought Tommy was going to win again.
Yeah.
What are the last couple of months he's had? That putter has really something's clicked with him, hasn't it? Finally,
Definitely. You still think he's got that bit. He's under pressure, and the putter is the best thing. I have to name it. I wouldn't say short ones, but short ones by their standards, not standard.
Yeah. It was the last putt on 18 for both of them as well. I thought it was a bit uncharacteristic, especially the way Tommy's been putting. Backed him to hole that, and they both just missed it bare the edge, didn't they? And went to a playoff.
Aaron Raz was on.
We said last week on the pod his iron play.
No.
We'll come on to fantasy on the next episode, but you could consider picking him for just his accuracy and all around game. He's had a good year, good solid year. Well, we speak about the hangover theory come up trumps this week. Tom McKibben, after his win at the Asian International Series Live Invitation win, he struggled, and Youngwan Lee, but not really any surprises for him. The Genesis winner last week has managed to propel himself up into the top 70, got himself into the Abu Dhabi Championship, and then flattered to put pretty much a level above what he's used to competing in. I think he just probably was running a bit of a crest of a wave, adrenaline, probably had the crowd on his side in Korea.
Yeah.
And flattered to see this week and seeing him top 50.
Yeah.
Any other notable performances?
From the Abu Dhabi, obviously Rory, his last day was show you how good. Got a bit stiff recently again. Like, been a season for Rory where he's been quite outspoken, talking a lot, but he sort of at his back of his mouth. Epic, got
Strong favourite. We're not sort of looking at betting tips and stuff like that, but he's comfortably favourite. He's very short. And Tommy's clear second favourite. And then back to Tyrrell and Ludwig. Bob Mack next in the pecking order. It looked like he was just going to have a bit of a knocking week. A slow starter, really, but he got going on the weekend.
Bob Mack is shown why, isn't it?
Certainly is. So this week, the top 70 played, top 50 got themselves into the Abu Dhabi Championship.
Yeah.
You asked me last week, I was on the fantasy podcast actually, for a 0% owned player I thought might do well.
Yeah.
And I went with Matthew Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
And he's had a solid weekend, such that he's managed to just sneak into the top 50s and 50th place. Did enough to get himself into this curtain raiser. What do you call it? What's the last one? Curtain downer. What a little rubbish I'm talking there.
How did Rory started well, leading after the
Pull him up for you and I'll find out. He's finished 41st in the end, so 64 first day and then distinctly average compared to everyone else the next 3 days. Another player who was up there for a long way was Natural Will Vera. He's had a 69 on Sunday, which is in the end been one of the worst rounds around the sort of top of the leaderboard. Good showings again from Nikolai Højgaard. We did say the likes of Smiley, Elvira, Nakajima, all on the sort of bubble to get the PGA Tour cards would step up and have a decent weekend. For the most part, I think that rang true. Nakajima's had a really solid week, finishing in 12th. Again, when everyone's going pretty low on Sunday, he's had 68 on Friday, Saturday. Jordan Smith, Dan Brown, all had solid weeks, all top 20s.
I was surprised actually. Tom couldn't surprise me. Really so strong. About 5 holes. Just
No, he's had 2 over par rounds. He shot a 75, pair of 69s, and 72. So just not been able to get it anywhere near, and he's finished 66th. Young Wan Lee, only one person behind him. Frenchman Young Wan Ko. But we said last week he's one of them players who's got the ability and just doesn't. You don't know when he's going to show up. But to be fair to him, his last couple of weeks, he's had 2 or 3 good results on the bounce now. So it might be interesting to see whether the season strongly. He's up to 29th in the race to Dubai, so he will play him this week. He's a bit too far back to be considering for.
Let's have a look. Had a solid week. It was okay, but with the level of scoring, I think it's not good enough.
If the likes of Brown, Nakajima, and Smith are going to keep playing as well as they are, those guys behind them are going to struggle. Daniel Hillier's had a really good week, put himself in the mix. But Martin Coover, and despite Coover and Hillier having a good week, Smith, Nakajima, and Brown have done enough to keep themselves in the shouts of the cards at the minute. But that could all change this weekend because it is pretty tight there now. Less than 100 points between Smith, who's got the last place, Coover.
This is make or break for these guys. I mean, it's not that it's not going to happen for Coover or Hillier. Playing well enough to probably do. So yeah, it is a bit of. I don't think it's any bad thing.
I think that pretty much covers off the Abu Dhabi there. Obviously, Aaron Rai there, he's got himself 1,500 points. He's up to 9th in the race to Dubai. He's already got his DP World Tour card though, so PGA Tour card. So that doesn't have an impact on that conversation with him, but he's had his biggest payday ever, 1.3 million euros. I saw him interviewed. It was early in the year last year, and he says he does that out of respect for his dad. Really? And he has head covers on his irons as well. Because his dad taught him when he was growing up, like to protect his stuff and stuff like that. And he's just always carried on doing it.
Did you see his castle tees?
No.
His pink castle tees.
Does he? Tubes are made up.
I mean, it just shows you there's a lot of hatred for stuff like that for people. but works for you, it works, and it gives you a consistent height off every drive. So, what's good about a pin cast?
Yeah. I mean, golfers are like that in general, aren't they? Pretty much everything. Like, they've got to have all the new gear and stuff like that. Whereas, really, I'm the same. I'm put a casualty in the ground. Maybe I should. Maybe I should.
Moving on to a preview of the
DP World Tour Championship. Closing event of the season. What a season it's been. Rory McIlroy with that storming round you just talked about there on Sundays, and the 62 has basically he's not stretched it out by much, but he's got a healthy lead over the Jason Park, which consists now of only 2 players over him, Marco Penge and Tyrrell Hatton. Penge had a good final day himself, 63 on Sunday, didn't he?
But it wasn't good. I mean, 20 unders, you can't be sniffed. But when...
Yeah. Rory's come out since and said he feels he performed better, of course, as well. Yeah. So that's ominous for Marco and Tyrrell. Do you think he can do it?
Yeah.
Marco?
No. I think it was a nice dream, but I think after that round, I've got 100 points.
Yeah, give or take.
I can't see him being out. That's
okay. Well, I'll tell you if it's done. So if Marco wins, got the scenarios up in front of me. So if Marco wins, McIlroy finishes worse than second.
Yeah.
Marco wins.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy moly!
Marco finishes second, and McIlroy finishes worse than fourth. Marco wins. If Marco finishes a tie for second with one other, and McIlroy finishes worse than 8th, Marco wins. If Marco finishes tied for second with 2 others, and McIlroy finishes worse than 24, Marco wins. Much harder for Tyrrell.
Oh yeah, because it's 12,000 points, isn't it, for this event?
12,000.
Yeah, the pot.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
So the winner gets 2,000 points.
Yeah.
Second gets 1,300 points. So yeah, it is.
And so for Tyrrell, McIlroy finishing, he needs to win. He has to win.
Yeah.
And then he needs McIlroy to finish worse than 8th, and Penge finish worse than second. Worse than tied for second with 1. So it is still all to play for with Marco. I think Tyrrell's up against it. He's going to need both Marco and Rory to have a bit of a struggling week with only 50 players in the field. But I wouldn't put it past Tyrrell to go out there and make a good challenge at it. He's just class, isn't he? He shows up every event. I was thinking this morning, we were talking about Tom McKibben. I just wonder whether he feels like he needs to put a bit more effort in and prove to people, his decision that he made. Yeah. The fact that he's in a field with Rory, whereas he can go to live and relax and play well. Yeah. Whereas Tyrrell seems to have this mentality as I'd turn up wherever I am. Yeah. Doesn't seem to bother him or faze him at all.
Have you seen Tyrrell's career? His career?
I did see that the other day, yeah. Identical. Just Tyrrell's probably earned a few more bob, I would imagine.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I think Tommy's done too badly though.
Not at all, no.
Wouldn't be gutted about that. But Matt's giving the both on each side what. Exactly. Yeah, so looking forward to that, and just shows you with a 12,000 point pool. But it is really all to come on. Only 100 points in it, so.
Yeah. It could all change there at the top. The guys above need the likes of Brown and Nakajima they need to finish above them basically, don't they? And probably have a bit of a gap. Don't even know exact permutations, but we're following a bit throughout the weekend.
Once you get to 10th, there and thereabouts. 06, so you're only 20 points in.
If you're on that bubble, then thinking if I get a top 10, I should be safe.
If Martin Cooper did the unthinkable and came third, though, he'd be right in the mix.
Mm.
Start.
We'll look at the field quickly then, because as I say, it's top 50. We've got the opening tee times. So they're teeing off in 2 balls and teeing off in order of where they finished. So Shane Lowry and Ludwig Åberg didn't finish in the top 50, but they've got exemptions being in the Ryder Cup. So they're going out first.
I don't agree with that, do you?
Don't agree with it. I was thinking when I read it the other week, I was like,
Do you want to make it as easy as possible for some players?
I understand DP World Tour going to want these players playing in these top events, but at the same time, the DP World Tour should put the foot down and say you got to earn your right to be in these events. What's the point in them playing minimum 4 events? Like having this, they've got to have a quote of 4 events to keep the card, and then knob it round in them and still be allowed to play in these season final events.
And do you know what? Although they want them to play in these events, they want them to just come and sit down and just knock it about. They want them to be competitive in these events as well. So what's the point in the exemption? It's such a weird sport.
I think you should be made to play in like your home open or something.
Yeah.
No, that's a lot. She's a participant. But like Åberg should be playing as a Swedish Open or whatever the equivalent, stuff like that.
Or whoever your home club, basically. Got a well, we're going down for a bit.
Rabbit holes, let's get out. So layout, earth course, parkland design, plenty of water, undulating fairways similar to Abu Dhabi this week, some risk and reward holes, challenging final 4 holes, Golden Mile by Greg Norman. So just a couple of holes picked out. Par 4, got a long par 3 at 245 yards, downhill to protected sloping green. We've got the fourth, well, basically the final sort of 5 holes really. We've got par 5 14th, short. These guys are drivable, par 4 at 371, so risk reward there. And then a long ranging par 4 with dogleg right on 60. Island green at 70. And then that famous sort of spectacular hole. Creek sort of winds its way throughout the whole entire hole. Big clubhouse behind. Yeah. Just iconic, this place. I know it's relatively young in terms of like history of golf and stuff, but it's
been plenty.
So we'll have a little run through the field then. As mentioned there, Åberg and Lowry have user exemptions to get in. Next out on the tee, Brandon Robertson-Thompson was your final qualifier. He just snuck in. He finished 51st overall, so I don't know if someone isn't turning up, but he's playing. He's alongside Matthew Jordan, who just mentioned squeezed in as well. Jakob Skov-Olsen is the only person to graduate from Q School last year to make it into the top 50.
Brilliant. He's had a great season, hasn't he?
Yeah, for a debut season, he's done really well, I think, and I think he's only going to go from strength to strength with more experience. Yeah. Tom Mack, got plenty of nice little Scottish contingent going out early. Simon Ferguson, Forrest got themselves in. Another new face on the tour this year, Oliver Lindell's in there, who's been pretty solid. Not sort of set the world alight, but he's done well, done all right.
But he did also.
Moving on down, there's some regular faces there throughout the sort of middle part of the leaderboard. Schedule, and then we've got sort of Justin Rose has shown up. So he's playing alongside Lawrence Elvis Smiley.
Massive week for Elvis Smiley.
Yeah, huge. 12 months ago, he wouldn't have dreamt that he'd be in this position.
No.
Won his home open in Australia, the PGA, and that's got himself within a sniff of PGA Tour card if he has a good week this week, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So we dined out on them, Elvis. puns for about
Start to see-
4 podcasts, didn't we? Martin Kuvra playing alongside Jordan Smith. Nakajima
That's
playing
massive,
alongside
that, innit?
Daniel Brown, Laurie Cantor and Houghton Lear. That's an
Wow.
interesting little cluster of players. Hilly is playing alongside Patrick.
Oh, that's why. So it is based on rankings, isn't it?
Yeah. And as we go later on then,
Rory,
Tommy Fleetwood is playing alongside Aaron Rye. They'll be sick of the sight of each other after the weekend.
Do you know what? There's a nice bit of respect on that front. You know.
Yeah. I think we'll be seeing Aaron Rye in 2027. He's got to be in that Ryder Cup team. Yeah.
Really good, and it just shows he's got the mineral. Yeah, match play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exciting times.
Yeah, Sadier Bogmach, the final 3 pairings, Christopher Wrighton and Tyrrell Hatton, and then once again playing with each other after having never played with each other professionally is Rory McIlroy and Marco Penge 2 weeks in a row. Yeah. Absolute firecracker of a final group, isn't it?
Watch out if you want to see these two wallop. Yeah, it all culminates. Right.
It all comes down to this. What's your thoughts then? Stick your neck out. Who's going to win the DP World Tour Championship, the event, the tournament?
He's going to win. And he's going
to win the race to Dubai as well then.
He's going to go back to back. To get the PGA Tour cards, I think it's going to be as is. The points difference, bottom.
Can't see anyone get the top 10.
Got to win or come second or third to be in. Getting these players.
I think Smith, Hillier, Kuvra, and Dan Brown have shown flashes throughout the season, but not consistent enough. I think Nakajima in recent months is, if anyone's going to do it, I think he's shown enough recently.
But I think he's already on the cusp. I don't think.
Is he already going to slot? Has he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not going.
It's only Daniel Hillier that can. Hillier, Smiley, and Kuvra who can really do it.
Yeah.
But that's based on a top 5 finish.
This is a strong field. They're going to be up against it.
Very much.
It's going to be very intriguing.
But you need to do it if you're going to get a PGA Tour card, because you're going to go and turn up like Paul Waring, aren't you, and come straight back down again.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? There's no point getting a card and not doing anything with it.
Really?
They need to be so. But yeah, good luck to them. It's a great carrot to have dangled in front of them. Great opportunity.
Yeah.
If you just make a couple of nuts, it's going to be a lot easier to make the money than it is over here. So.
Yeah. And if you play in the Rolex Series events and a lot of money, because it's so much better. I've traveling a lot because it is the world. Really, Ireland.
You don't get much of a break, do you?
No.
In between this season and next, we've got 1 weekend off.
So if you could choose to play just in America. So we don't know for DP World Tour. Can we just move on a little bit to
Yes.
final stage tomorrow?
Yeah, they're playing the penultimate round today.
So we've got Xander Lombard, who was once a big name on tour, a regular name on tour. He's currently 2,500.
Yeah, a few familiar faces on there. Yeah, they're in the middle of the 5th round as we speak.
Yeah.
Lombard's leading the way. He's got a healthy lead there now, hasn't he? Who got off to a fast start over the weekend and has dropped off is Alex Goff. And he's 1 over for the day as well now. So he's going to be, after shooting 65, 67 first 2 days and looking like he was... But this is a marathon, isn't it? 6 rounds. Yeah, they have
it's a test. That's why though, isn't it? It's a real test.
Yeah, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
So cut after 4 rounds.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, they're in the middle of the 5th now. Final round tomorrow.
I'm surprised to see some of the names, like Alexander Levy and Nathan Kimsey.
Eddie Pep.
Why do these people need to go and earn the cards? Because they are
they-
getting invites, aren't they?
They've not got the card. They didn't earn the card, did they? They're not finished inside the
Oh, it's not what it is.
the top rankings this season to keep the card.
Yeah.
So they're having to go and earn it back.
Top 20. Yannick De Bruyne, one of my nemesis for the year, in 21st cut-off point.
Down the bottom there, he's just made the cut, but he's struggling a bit. Is Luis Massavo, who's just been demoted off Liv's Sergio's Fireballs team. So he's looking to try and forge a career elsewhere, and as it stands, final two have any hope of that being on the floor. Not for me.
Max Kiefer.
Yeah, so there's going to be a few new faces, regardless. There's a few familiar faces there, but there's going to be another few new ones. So prior to the Australian event, we'll have a little look once that's wrapped up and see who actually qualified. Mm-hmm. We had a little look last week at the graduates from the Hotel Planet Tour, including Maximilian Steinlechner. What a name! A few others as well. So forward to following them all throughout the season. Mm-hmm.
Quentin Debove. He'll be above everyone else, won't he? When it comes to. Look forward to seeing him involved.
Just whilst you're here, as you can see on screen, we've got a discount code with shotscope.com there for any rangefinders and GPS watches. If you use the promo code Here We Golf, get an extra 15% off on top of what's already discounted on the website. They've got a black side.
What are we thinking?
Perfect time of the year. Get the gift that your partner or loved one, family member, your mate.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, the great devices, real accurate yardages, the data you get off them in the app afterwards to look back on and see where you need to improve and where you've done well is valuable. And there's no subscription fee. So once you've paid for your device, or if you've got it as given it as a gift, there and you're away. Like the 5 watch that I'm wearing now. And we will be having a competition as well coming up in the off season of the DP World Tour. So keep an eye out on our socials and YouTube channel for the competition video that will be days. Details, website, herewegolf.co. How to enter that. Prize for a V5 dot scope watch. Just get yourself over to herewegolf.co.uk/league for the details on how to enter that, and keep an eye out on our posts coming up.
Yep.
To do that, you'll be wanting to subscribe to the video, so do us a massive favour, subscribe if you can, like the video as well, we'd appreciate that. Drop any comments, who you thought, Rory going to do it, Marco going to pip him?
I don't think so. Rory, this is Rory's event.
Yeah. Well, let us know in the comments what you think is going to happen, and we'll be back tomorrow for the Fantasy DP World Tour show, the final one of the season. Anything else?
No, I think let you go and enjoy your morning, afternoon.
Cheers. See you next time.
Much, guys.
Take it easy.
Better than most. How about in? That is better than most. Better than most.
Many doubted we'd ever see it. But here it is. The return to glory.